Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of NCAA Football 2006 and the SMU Death Penalty Dynasty. This is James coming back at you. It is game number 4. We are in conference play, and we got a big one. We head to Lincoln, Nebraska. The number 19 Nebraska Cornhuskers host the number 1 SMU Mustangs. It's a colder day here, middle of September, late September here in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's not usually getting down to 53 degrees in Lincoln, Nebraska these days, but hey, it's a bit of a chilly day here in Lincoln. The Sea of Red's excited. They got the number 1 team in the country coming to town. The last time SMU went to Lincoln, it's a pretty good game, pretty close game that came down to the wire. There's a couple little things that went here and there that went SMU's way, and they pulled away in that game late, and they were able to win that one with a freshman quarterback. That freshman quarterback is back, and he's a junior. He's a lot better. He's a 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. He's got a lot of talent around him, and they got the best team in the country coming to Lincoln. So both guys like us. Both Nate Mills is promoted. Lee likes us as well. He's putting on the headgear. Big Red Machine could get fired up for this one. We'll see how they do. Welcome to Big 12 play. Let's do this. Nebraska getting started. Play action. Robertson's a freshman quarterback, 78. Getting off to a hot start. Finding Morgan on the left side there. Nice little pick up a 9. They're going to go shotgun left hash. Robertson's going to keep it. Looks like he gets that first down. Good looking play there. Nate Mills does stop him. I left the dogs out. That was a reference that was dated in 2005 when this game came out. So I can't even imagine 20 odd years later that it's aged any better. They do run another play. Jericho Henderson, a little bit banged up here. Nothing too crazy, nothing too serious. We should see him back in this football game. There to go pro set. Little counter to the impact halfback Parks. And he is ready to rumble. Beautiful play there. Breaks a tackle and gets all the way down to the SMU 47. They're going to pitch it to him on the left side. We get contact. He breaks a tackle and nearly gets back to the line of scrimmage. Good job fighting through that. They're going to go right back to him. Breaks another tackle and gets all the way across the 45 and picks up a first down. So Nebraska on the move here at the SMU 42. Robertson has time, throws left, finds Morgan again. Same looking design there on the left hash. They pick up 7. They're going to hand it off to the fullback Barnes on a little bit of an end around there on the off tackle. And he picks up about 2, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. They're going to go I formation. Looks like that heavy set there, and Parks is loose all the way across the 20-yard line and inside the red zone. Nebraska's got 1st and 10 at the 17. They're going to go shotgun with the 2.5 back. 10-5, touchdown Nebraska, touchdown Big Red. They got Parks out of the backfield. Beautiful looking design there. They get him matched up with a linebacker. When you're impact, that's a mismatch no matter who it is. Great looking play by Nebraska there, and they take an early 7-0 lead. And it's the number 1 team in the country. Let's see if SMU can respond. So you're going to see the kickoff here. We're going to field this one. Kosi Williams, after having a pretty so-so drive there, is going to take the kickoff, and he fumbles. Nebraska recovers the fumble. SMU has not touched the football yet, and they're in danger of going down 2 scores. Parks on the handoff. Doesn't get much. Gets a couple there, though. It's going to be 2nd and 9. They're going to go single back set, play action. Robertson rolls left, gets hit as he throws, and that ball hits the turf. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. Shotgun. Robertson takes a look. He's going to fire into the end zone. Can he find his man? That one falls incomplete. Good job by the SMU secondary. Nebraska from 40 yards out. The kick is up, and it is perfect. 10-0 Big Red. 4 plays, 1 yard. Old New Herbie is hype, and he should be. It is 10-0 Nebraska against the number 1 team in the country early. Drayton Anderson, welcome to the party. First play for SMU on offense is a 27-yard pass to Drayton Anderson on the flag route, which immediately gets us into the range. Gets him in Nebraska's side of the field there, down to the 44. Clark's going to throw over the middle. He's got Bryant Holt. Good looking catch there. Gets us across the 40. Going to bring up 2nd and 4 here, 2nd and manageable. Under center, Clark's going to fire right to Drayton Anderson. Spin move is not able to get by the sure tackle of the DB. 3rd and 3, Clark under center. He's going to roll left. He's looking for anybody, and he's under pressure. He takes a huge sack. Great pressure by Gordon, the middle linebacker there coming off the edge, and SMU has to punt this football. We do punt it. And Nebraska gets started, a little delayed handoff there. Nigel Barnes sniffs that out, but after an offside, it's 2nd and 7. They're going to launch deep down the field, and that one's going to fall incomplete. That one's overthrown to Jasmine. 3rd and 7, single back set. They're going to pitch left to Parks, who has the edge, has 20, 25, 30, has 30, and is all the way down to the 32-yard line. Nebraska runs the football on 3rd and long and picks up big yardage. They're going to go right back to Parks up the gut. Sure tackle by the safety Evan Favors, but a nice gain, and it is 10-0 Nebraska. Going into the second quarter. They're going to get back to work here. 2nd and 3. They're going to hand the ball back off to Parks, who has a lane, has midfield, 40, 30, 25, and is tripped up by Cordell Cruz. Down to the 20-yard line. They're back in the red zone. They're going back to Parks. End around, gets all the way down to the 15. Good-looking pick up there. 2nd and 5. Pro set. Robertson fires quickly, and that one is overthrown as well. Incomplete. So 3rd and 5 at the 15. Robertson under center fires back to the end zone, and that one's knocked away by Cordell Cruz. So Nebraska will once again settle for a field goal. 32 yards. Kick is up and perfect. So Nebraska's had 3 golden chances. They got a touchdown and they got 2 field goals. 13-0 Nebraska here early in the second quarter. Can we get something started? Clark looking, rolls right, has Drayton Anderson deep, and he finds him. Another flag route, another big play. This one goes for about 30 yards all the way down to midfield, and SMU and that big play offense is once again rocking and rolling here. 1st and 10 at the 50. Clark takes a snap under center. He's going to fire deep down the field to Champ Wagner. It's deflected. He can't bring it in, and it's intercepted. Nebraska gets a turnover. Champ Wagner had a step. He couldn't haul it in, and Stone, the safety, is able to bring it in off the deflection. Nebraska gets a turnover. They start at their own 5. Heavy set. Parks looking for some room, is able to pick through, is able to pick up a couple there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7. They're going to go back to the pro set here under center. Robertson under around to Parks. Parks still picking his way, not able to find much. Going to bring up about 3rd and 6. Single back set. Robertson looks, surveys, throws, and he's able to find Jasmine on the fly. Hits him in stride. The DB couldn't do anything about it, and they're going to go right back to the pro set. First shut of downs at the 27. Parks jukes back inside, makes a couple of nifty moves, gets across the 30, and picks up about 4. 2nd and 6. Shotgun. Robertson, right hash. Going to fire to the right, has Baker, who makes 2 men miss, and he's loose. 40, 35, 30, 20, 10, 5. Cordell Cruz can't catch him. Touchdown Nebraska. Touchdown Big Red, a 69-yard touchdown pass. A nice play by Nebraska. It is 20-0 Nebraska against the number 1 team in the country. Bryant Holt, 1 play, 10-5, touchdown. SMU Mustangs. Bryant Holt gets behind the secondary. SMU responds immediately to the 69-yard touchdown pass, and 20-0 is very quickly 20-7. We are the back-to-back national champions. We are on an unprecedented winning streak. We are not going down without a fight. 20-0 is now 20-7, and nearly intercepted on Nebraska's first play back. 2nd and 10. Robertson under center is going to dump this one off to Parks. Has 30, has 35, hurdles a man, and gets all the way out near the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Under center, Robertson right hash, fires over the middle to Morgan. Didn't even know if he saw that one coming, but he hauls it in. Jericho Henderson injured again. He came back, and he's injured again. So a second injury again. This one will also not be serious. 2nd and 8. Robertson surveys, throws to the left. That one's deflected in the air dangerously, but does fall to the turf. 3rd and 8. Pro set right hash. Robinson looking, fires short, and that one is knocked away as well. So SMU, with nice to play by Reshan Edwards there. They get the stop they need, and we get man coverage. We're going to Freddie Wilson. Has 15, 20, 25, and out is across the 30-yard line. Big time pickup for Freddie Wilson out to the 33. Shotgun right hash. Clark's going to scroll left. He's going to throw to Drayton Anderson, who hauls it in across midfield and out to the Nebraska 47-yard line. And you can feel the tide. You can feel the nerves in Lincoln a little bit. 20-0 felt pretty good there for a couple of minutes, but it's 20-7, and here come the Mustangs. You'll see Jericho Henderson will return. He'll be back shortly. Shotgun left hash. Clark rolls left, firing to Isaac Jones, who tries to bring it in but is not able to deal with the impact corner. 2nd and 10 left hash. Clark throwing right. Isaac Jones hauls that one in. Good looking catch. 3rd and 5 under center. Clark surveys, throws quickly to Drayton Anderson over the middle, who makes a nice catch and picks up that first down at the 31. Handoff. Jakari Brown up the gut, is able to pick his way and gets a nice little gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Middle of the field, Clark shotgun's going to roll left, looking for Isaac Jones again, who drops it, and it's intercepted again. You have to be kidding me. Another drop pass turns directly into another interception, and just when it felt Like SMU was starting to get their feet under them, another drop pass turns directly into another interception, and Nebraska once again keeps the SMU Mustang Ponies at bay offensively. They go back to work to Parks. He picks up about 6. Going to be 2nd and 4. We got a minute left here in the first half. Robertson looking, throwing left. That one's deflected up in the air, nearly intercepted. 3rd and 4, pro set. What do they do here? They're going to go back to Parks. Jukes right, has room, gets a cross out to the 30-yard line, and picks up a fresh set of down for the Big Red. Robertson hands off to Parks. Looks like it's going to be an option. Parks decides to hang on to it. Probably a good decision there. Clock running, 2nd and 11. Nebraska pitch left. Parks looking for room, finds something, and goes out of bounds at the 34-yard line. 3rd and 6 under center. Robertson pro set. Looks, throws quickly to the tight end. To Parks. Not able to bring that one in. We're going to get a chance here. Clark, shotgun. He's going to roll right. He's going deep to Champ Wagner, and you better believe it. The kid out of Nebraska coming home and making a big play. It's late in the first half. Can SMU get a score here? Drayton Anderson, another beautiful pickup. Another first down. 10 seconds. We're going to go hurry up here. We're going to see who we're running. We're actually going to go ahead and spike this football. So Clark, we're managing the clock. He has 7, 6, and we spike it with 5. We're going to run one more play and settle up for a 39-yard field goal. Kick by Keith Garcia is up, and it is wide right. Memorial Stadium is a weird place to kick, and that one was manageable, and he just pushed it. It never came back inside. 20-7, SMU leaves points on the table going into the half, and they find themselves down by 13 here in Lincoln, Nebraska. You see the total yards there are just about even, but the big difference and the big story right now is the 3 turnovers by SMU. 20-7. Clark's going to roll right to start the second half. Has Drayton Anderson on the flag, and he picks up a big gain. So SMU gets back on schedule here. If they're going to come back, they're going to need more big plays like that, and they're going to go over and over again to their playmaker in Drayton Anderson, who started to move himself away from the rest of the pack in the wide receiver room. Clark throws left. He finds Anderson again across midfield, all the way up to the 42-yard line. Clark's already over 300 yards passing in this game, and we're barely into the second half. Clark rolls right. He's going for Drayton Anderson again. Can he find him? You better believe it. It is the Drayton Anderson hour. 3 catches on this drive. He's already got 9 catches for 171 yards against this secondary, and they're going to need a whole lot more. First and goal to 10. Clark going right back to Drayton Anderson. Kind of gets caught up under his feet a little bit between two minds. Actually loses a yard there. Second and goal at the 11. We go Jakari Brown up the gut. He's able to pick his way and gets a nice little gain out there down to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal. Clark surveys. He's going to roll left. He's looking for anything to come open. Is he going to tuck it? He does. Touchdown. SMU Mustangs. Eric Clark does it himself. He rolls left. He looked for somebody to come open, but at the end of the day, he's 6'2", 250 with wheels. That's tough to deal with. Touchdown SMU. And just like that, it's a one-score game, 20-14. They go direct snap to Parks again. He's got 18 carries for $144. 2nd and 6. Pitch out to Parks. Tries to spin back inside, but meets the rest of the SMU defense. Going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 6. I formation, tight end left. Pitch left. Parks. Not a chance. Big time tackle there by Bryson Brown. Nebraska goes 3 and out. We got a chance to take the lead. Deflected in the air. Unbelievable. Our 4th turnover of the day, our 3rd interception of the day. All 3 of them have been deflected, dropped passes, and 2 of them have been by Isaac Jones. Another disaster for this wide receiver crew. You can't believe it. That's our 3rd drop that's deflected directly into an interception. Nebraska's gotten some breaks today. They're up 4-0 in the turnover department, and Parks has the edge, has 40, has 35, and is out across the 30-yard line. Nebraska looking to take advantage immediately of that gift. We're going to go right back to the fullback. Barnes tries to cut up field, stumbles a little bit, and gets knocked back at the 26-yard line. 2nd and 8, double tight set. They're going to hand off to Parks. Parks tries to cut right, but is not able to get much there. 3rd and 8. I formation, tight end left. They're going hand off to Parks again. And once again, Bryson Brown is having absolutely none of it. A sure tackler on the edge today, Bryson Brown, and he shuts that one again as well. Really good-looking play here. Parks tries to cut it outside. Bryson Brown is having absolutely none of it. 45-yard field goal kick is up, and that one is good. So Nebraska goes back up by 2 scores. They're up by 9 now, 23-14, and SMU's got a lot of work to do. Clark, shotgun right hash, firing deep to Champ Wagner, and that one is just out of play. Not able to keep that one in the field there. 2nd and 10 under center. Clark surveys, throws left. He's going to Isaac Jones. 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and all the way down to the 5. After 2 disasters, Isaac Jones keeps his head in the game. He runs that little out route, and the DB overplays it. Isaac cuts upfield and gets a huge play for the SMU Mustangs. All the way down to the Nebraska 5-yard line. They're going to call it the 7. 1st and goal at the 7. Clark fires short. Bryant Holt using that size. 6'3", 220. Touchdown. SMU Mustangs, the former number 1 overall wide receiver recruit in the country, showing off the size and the strength. 6'3", 220. He would not be denied, and SMU has got this to a 2-point game. 21-23, late 3rd quarter. Nebraska, after a clipping penalty on the kickoff, has to start inside their own 10, and they lose 3 there. 2nd and 13 at the 6. Robertson shotgun, looks, fires left. Intercepted. Kosi Williams, after fumbling earlier in the day, is Johnny on the spot. He's exactly where you need him to be, and ladies and gentlemen, the tide has officially shifted. That is a huge turnover, and that is exactly what SMU needed. They got 1st and goal at the 7 again. Clark under center, surveys. He's going to fire right to Drayton Anderson, who hauls it in and gets inside the 5. 2nd and goal at the 3. Clark looks, he's going, he gets hit, he stays up, he fires. Touchdown, SMU Mustangs. LaMichael Brown, how do you do, baby? What a play by Eric Clark. There's your Heisman moment. Shoves off a defensive end, says, get off me, and finds his man in the end zone, and SMU has come back from 20 down in the first half and now leads 28-23 here in the 3rd quarter. Nebraska needs to respond, and they need to respond in a hurry. Not a good start. Nigel Barnes, big-time sack right off the bat. They try to go play action. Nigel Barnes was having absolutely none of it, and that is how we head to the 4th quarter. SMU up 28-23 here in Lincoln, Nebraska against the number 19 Nebraska Cornhuskers, but Nebraska still has the football, and they've got a chance. That one is going nowhere. Once again, Bryson Brown brings down Parks. Going to bring up 3rd and long. Robertson surveys, looks, throws, and is lucky to get that one back. It falls innocently to the turf, and SMU gets a 3 and out, gets the football back. We got man coverage. Freddie Wilson has 45 and out to the 50-yard line. He's got midfield, and SMU is back, and they are moving the football. Clark rolls right, throws deep to Champ Wagner, and he's got it again all the way out to the 15-yard line. A pickup of 35 for Champ Wagner, and just like that, SMU is back in scoring range, looking to extend their 5-point lead that they've worked so hard to get. They go option left, pitch, fumbles the football. Oh, Jakari Brown falls on it. That could have been a disaster. They're already have 4 turnovers. What's a 5th? This one's caught by Isaac Jones, but it looks like it's out of bounds. It is. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12. Clark, shotgun left hash. He's going to roll right. He's surveying. He's looking. He's just going to keep it. He's just going to tuck it. You got to keep the football. It's a smart play. We're going to settle up for a field goal here, 32 yards, and Keith Garcia pounds that one through. And SMU extends their lead from 5 to 8. So a touchdown and a 2-pointer can tie this football game. Nebraska's got 4 minutes to do it. Immediate penetration by Barksdale. Parks is not able to get much after the initial hit. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8. They're going to go back to him. Finds a little bit of room, but not much. That's a sure tackle there by Dupree Hawkins. 3rd down. Parks, pitch right. Can he get the edge? No, he cannot. Dupree Hawkins comes up and makes the stop, and Nebraska is going to punt the football. On 4th and 1 with 3 to go, they need to score. They punt it. Questionable decision by Matt Rule there. We're going to go screen to Drayton Anderson. He's able to cut up field and pick up a few yards, but now we're looking to move this clock and go ahead and get this thing drained out and try to end this football game. We try to hand off up the gut to Jakari Brown. We need a couple of first downs. 3rd and 2. Brown got the first down. Great set of blocks. We get up across midfield, and Nebraska has to use their first timeout. Now it's getting dicey for the Huskers. SMU can put this game away on this drive. Handoff left, Jakari Brown jukes right, picks up a nice gain, and there's laundry on the field. Nebraska got a little bit too aggressive. They're going to get called for a face mask, and that is another first down, and they got to use their second timeout. We're going to go to the screen to Drayton again. Doesn't get much there, but he actually loses a yard, but the clock runs. So we hand the ball off to Jakari Brown up the gut. Doesn't get much there. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Nebraska uses their last timeout. Can we run the ball? Do we just give it back to him? We go for the throat. We're going for the throat. We're going for it all. Touchdown, SMU Mustangs. Isaac Jones, after what has been a horrendous day, comes up with the dagger. 37-yard touchdown pass. Eric Clark finds Isaac Jones in the end zone. And ladies and gentlemen, we come to Lincoln, Nebraska. We fall down by 20, and we come out of here with a 38-23 victory. We got pushed today, folks. It has not been easy coming to Lincoln, Nebraska with the SMU Mustangs. And to go down 20-0, and the way the breaks were kind of going, did not feel good. But SMU, these are the champions. These are your back-to-back national champions, and they got the heart of a champion. They get pushed. They know how to counterpunch. And when you got a guy like Eric Clark and these receivers, they showed it. 521 total offensive yards, 494 passing yards. You see, we were 24 for 30 passing the football, and that includes 3 interceptions. So only 3 passes hit the ground for SMU today. You can see Nebraska had a ton of third downs, 4 turnovers to 2. Just an absolute killer. Some of those interceptions were absolutely crazy. Sometimes it's just not your day. We were able to battle through. You can see Robertson did not have a good day. 9 for 25, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Parks was sensational. 27 carries, $165, was averaging 6 yards a carry. Had a really phenomenal day. And he even caught the football a little bit as well. You can see the strong safety Yarno, who we had targeted a few years ago. He had a nice day as well. Nebraska did everything they should have been doing in the first half. They probably needed to cash in a couple more of those field goals and the touchdowns. If this game is 28-0 instead of 20-0, I don't know. 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 6 incompletions. What a weird day for Eric Clark. He was nearly perfect. 3 interceptions on 3 drop passes. Absolutely crazy. Drayton Anderson, 13 catches at $179. Bryant Holt, 3 catches, 97-2. Isaac Jones, 3 catches, 90-1. You can see Wagner had 281, so we had 4 receivers over 80 yards. That's quite good. Isaac Jones had 3 drops. Wagner had 1. We had 6 incompletions, and Isaac Jones was responsible for half of them. Not great. Bryson Brown, what a day. 9 tackles, 5 for loss, and a pick. Absolutely massive day for Bryson Brown. What a game. This is a great way to start conference play. We know we're going to get tested. We know we've got other games. We've got to go to Texas A&M. We've got Colorado. We've got all these teams, and Nebraska always brings it. It's always a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll see you for Game 2 of Big 12 Conference play next time. Take care.